Thank you for supporting this channel. Make sure you like this video, share this video, and let's go. I'm going to wait for people to log in here. We're going to do another live. We have a Zoom link for people that want to jump on the Zoom and if they have questions. So I'm going to give it about a minute here and then let people load in here for a second. Here, we're going to do another live. We have a Zoom link for people that want to jump on the Zoom. Hey, Trey. Yeah. I know the camera's picking me up here for Zoom. Is the Zoom camera going to pick me up over there? Yeah. Okay, so I don't want to click on my camera here, right? Yeah, see, that was the thing we had to work out. They're having a party outside. You know what I need? Okay.
So if you look here, there's a camera here. This is not plugged in. So the cam link is the one that carries the signal.
And I got to make sure I have the right chat.
Great Dane puppy?
No, man, I can't take another dog. Great Dane.
A Great Dane puppy?
No, man.
No?
No. Hey, I can advertise on this live. I'm on live right now, by the way.
All right. Oh, sorry.
No, it's good. It's good. We're trying to get the video and audio right. No,
Pre-show to me. All right.
this is pregame. Great. I know she has 10 dogs.
5 now. Or is there 5?
Oh, yeah.
Hey, how are you?
Yeah, he knows. He's fine with stuff.
Okay, 5 Great Dane.
Get 2, get 1 free.
I don't need a horse. Hey, so is this the right chat that I have open? You can come back here. It's okay. That's not the right one, right?
Yeah, this is the chat.
Okay.
I want to see people.
Yeah, I want to see when people are on. So I got to go into the studio, right?
Yeah, if you want to go into the back end of it, you have to go to YouTube Studio here. Go to Content, Live. Then you go to the dashboard, the control room. Now here you can see all the.
Oh, okay.
So that's so you can see super chats here.
Okay, that's better, right?
Yeah.
All right. All right. That's what I needed. Thank you, Travis.
Cool.
All right, we got 4 viewers. We're going to wait till we get more people on. We're going to give it another minute here. We had some technical challenges. That's okay. We're doing good on time. We're only 10 minutes in. You know what? Can you give me that phone holder right there? Thanks, man. Thank you. You know what I should do? I should go live to tell people to come on my YouTube. Right? All right, here we go. Boom. Live. You are live. I need a pen. Is there a pen back there? No.
Here's a Sharpie.
That works. All right. I'm going to go live here, people. Okay, we are live. We're on YouTube. Go to Black Ice Reality Check. Go to the live button. We are live on YouTube. We're doing live Zoom call-ins with women. We're going to talk about a topic tonight. Before we start, to help pay for the channel, I have Shop Black Ice Store HV Alpha. Make sure you order it if you're trying to stay focused. I also have supplements coming out here soon. But today's topic we're going to talk about is that it's about what men are doing out there, doing what it takes to men deserve to be happy. And we're going to talk about that. And when men deserve to be happy, we have a lot of women that come to the table and complain about men trying to be happy, and they shouldn't be happy. But the question is, men are always taught how to treat women, right? We're always told how we should respect women and treat women in relationships, how we should act around women. But women are never taught how they should treat men. And that's a conversation of today. And so are women doing what it takes to make men happy? So I want to talk about that on this podcast. And I'm waiting for everybody. Anybody that's on Instagram live here, you can join the YouTube at Black Ice Reality Check on YouTube. We are live. We're going to go through some Q&A here. And we're going to talk about relationships. Are women doing what it takes to make men happy? Because men are always taught to do what it takes to make women happy. Treat them right, treat them with respect, have chivalry, open the door for him, be a good husband. But we never talk about what women need to do, right? And so today, we are going to talk about modern women and what you are doing to make men happy. And so I have Q&A here. We got a live Zoom. If you want to zoom in and have a Q&A on the YouTube, hello everybody that's watching this. Because what we're seeing right now in modern day society, and it's a negative outlook that we have. We are seeing a lot of people that are trained, women are trained by their mothers. I'm going to blame this on the parents first, okay? Because our grandparents that we have, we've seen the grandmas teach their granddaughters to go find their mom, the daughter's mom. They've told, hey, go find a good man that can take care of you. But what's happening is women are expecting men to do a good job in relationships. They're expecting men to take care of them and be nice to them. They're expecting men to do all these things. But we never talk about what women should do to make their men happy. And why is that such a negative? I think it's society. I think it's how society's been taught. I think it's how it's been indoctrinated into schools from professors. The Barbie movie, basically that movie was about feminism. It was about not needing men. It's teaching these young girls a false narrative to go through life, go get a good education, go get a career, and put the career before a family. And that just doesn't work. So we got the, make sure you like the live chat, get the likes up, guys. Only a fool permits, I can't read this here. Hold on a second here. Only a fool permits enemies to educate children. Malcolm X. That's a fact. One of the problems we have now is the schools are teaching bad narratives, false narratives to children, and they're growing up where men are becoming feminine and women are becoming masculine. What's this world coming to? We have no idea. That's why we have problems. So again, are modern women doing what it takes to make men happy? And men, we deserve. Men that are out there making it happen, men that are out there doing the job, going to work, paying the bills, they deserve to be happy, right? But we never talk about that in relationships. We always talk about making the woman happy. So tonight we're going to talk about what it takes to make a man happy. And I had a colleague of mine, shout out to Glenn. Well, actually, me and Glenn Lawrence talk about this all the time. Men aren't looking, I say this, men aren't looking for love. Men want peace and respect. And what respect is love, right? And so what you have to understand in a relationship, ladies, is that when you're with a man, the problems that a lot of relationships have is men are very simple. We just want peace and respect. We don't want to come home. How was your day? Short, simple, quick, fast. It was great. It's kind of busy, blah, blah, blah. We don't want to get into details. We don't need drama. We do not need drama when we come home. We deal with that at work. We slay the dragon 9 to 5, Monday through Friday. Or some people own a business. They're working 10, 12, 16-hour days. Last thing we want to do is deal with more drama. Your focus as a good supporter of the family, a wife or girlfriend, if you live together, is to fill the void, right? It's not to make things worse. It's not to battle the man. You're working in a supportive role, right? And so good men deserve that type of woman in a relationship. Bad men's a different situation. A lot of women make bad choices in relationships. Guys, same thing. You got to do what it takes to make that woman happy, right? So again, we are talking about what women are doing to make their man happy. Why is that a problem? Why is that an issue? And I don't think women have an answer. They don't know how to make a man happy. They think it's just sex. No, it's about peace. It's about loyalty. It's about respect in the house. Are you calling your man out in public? I see this a lot lately. I've seen it a lot in relationships. Make sure you join the YouTube live Black Ice Reality Check. Okay, we're live on YouTube. If you guys want to jump on YouTube, that's on Instagram. I see women getting arguments with their men in public or de-edify them in front of their friends. Call them out. Make them look back. Make jokes. Tease. That is not what we want, ladies. We do not want that. We want edification. We want respect. We want peace. We want conversation. We do not want drama. Eliminate the dramas in the house, ladies, and you will have peace, you'll have respect, you'll have a great relationship. Do not create dramas. If it doesn't matter 2 to 5 years from now, it's not a major issue. It's a minor issue, right? What's that as an example? If I leave the cup out on the sink and I keep forgetting, is that the end of the world? Put it away. And you can say, well, that's not my responsibility as the girlfriend. Well, it isn't, but if he forgets, it's not a major deal. If you make a cup with water on the sink that's left out a major issue in a relationship, and it's always a fight, that relationship's not going to work. If you're that OCD about a freaking cup, or the blinds are left open, or, when the guy comes home, he wants peace and quiet. He wants to relax. He worked hard. You can pick your fights. You can pick your arguments. You can pick you can pick your debates. You have times that you guys can set in a household when you can have a conversation around an issue that's bothering you. But when you see relationships where the guy never comes home, there's a reason for that. He doesn't want to be home. I know guys right now in relationships that they don't want to be home on the weekends. That's why they go golfing all the time, because they don't want to be around their wife. Right? So you have to pick your battles. If you're on Instagram, go to YouTube, Black Ice Reality Check. We're live right now. We're streaming live. Excuse me. So you have to find a happy medium. And guys, the same thing. Look, in relationships, we both know how to push buttons. We both know how to push buttons. But here's the upward mobility. How do I say this? The upward moving trend right now is when I ask a lady, a single woman, what her 2 to 5 year plan is, it's never about finding the right man. It's about, okay, I'm going to get my bachelor's. I'm going to get my master's degree. I'm going to teach. I'm going to do this. I'm going to get my career. I'd like to be a VP. And maybe I'd like to have kids someday. There's not one conversation. There's not one conversation about a man. Not one. And I find that quite disturbing, because you have just put your whole story out in front of you and the man comes last. You've told your whole story from beginning to end, and then it's, I'd like a child and maybe get married. Well, you can't do it that way. You have to start over the other way. It doesn't work that way. Because if you put your career first, you're not going to have the premium choice of the lot of the guy that you're looking for. Does that make sense? What does that mean? The prime of your life. The prime of your life, ladies. You should be in your mid-20s right now looking for Mr. Right. If you want a family and children, why are you waiting till you're 35? Do you think you have a better opportunity? Because you're worried about getting your career right before you settle down with a family. So you're working that high, you're working to that level for what? To give it all up? and then get married? You don't want a daycare raising your kids, right? You don't want the grandparents raising your kids, right? So we don't want that. Instagram, people go to YouTube Live, Black Ice Reality Check. If you're watching this, go to YouTube Live and watch it. We got people coming on. We have the super chat. We have a Zoom option where you can call in, ladies, if you have questions. But are modern women doing what it takes to make men happy? That's the question. Is there anyone out there that feels that modern women are doing what it takes to make men happy? Remember, this is a show on relationships, but on this show, we always talk about, why do we always talk about women? Because men are the ones that are always subjugated. They're the ones that are always grilled and attacked and say, there's not enough good men out there. It's like, but what are women doing to attract the good men? What are women doing that's fulfilling their need and their desire to be a good wife? And we never talk about that. It's a bad thing. Nobody wants to talk about it. Nobody wants to talk about guys, what guys aren't doing or doing. See, a woman that's in a healthy relationship or a woman that's in her frame and a feminine frame, she's never complaining or talking about what the other guys or girls aren't or are not doing, right? It's only the ones that cannot find the guy. So I see this a lot, and I want to address it. So if anybody has any questions, if you're on Super Chat or if you're on Instagram Live, if you have any questions regarding relationships, go ahead and shoot right now. I'd like to talk to you about it. Again, the topic is, are modern women doing what it takes to make men happy? Because we know that men are out there doing what it takes, and they deserve to be happy, but we never talk about that, right? What are we doing as women that is hating, emotionally damaging women? They're coming after men, and they're hating men. They're constantly hating men and saying we're not doing enough. But the guys that are doing enough, what are you doing to make them happy? Ask yourself that question, okay? Because it's a constant problem that we're seeing right now. And the number we have right now is by 2050, 50% of women are going to be single and childless. And a society that now our population is going to start going backwards. That's scary. How do you kill a population? You emasculate the men. You indoctrinate feminism into the culture. And you turn women into masculine women, and you turn men into feminine men. And now you have a culture that's relying on men to move the culture forward, and it's failing. This is how countries take over other countries. They're doing it through our school system. They're doing it through professors. They're doing it through the Barbie movie, Disney. Everything's changing, right? Any questions anybody has, go ahead and shoot. I'm here to answer all questions relating to relationships. If you want to go off the topic on another area of focus, we can. But I think that we really have to address this issue, okay? Something else I want to talk about, too, in relationships. It's interesting, I had a friend watch a video. She was watching a show, and she said it's amazing how these reality shows, how if the guy says something in a masculine frame, it's shunned upon. And I find that interesting because I'm not used to that. I'm not used to that because I live in this world. Here's my frame. I live in the world where it's the haves and the have-nots. What do I mean by that? I get what I want. I have what I want by choice. I have options. So when I watch these reality shows, and I posted a video, a reel that was on Instagram, and that was a woman from a Muslim country. And she said, in our culture, the women expect the man to take care of the family, and I stay home, take care of the home and the children. And he's like, well, I wasn't expecting that. This guy was so beta. And he sounded gay, and again, it just sounded gay. I'm just calling it the way it is. But he was so feminine about it. He goes, well, that's not what I was expecting. I'm not looking for that. I was expecting, to go maybe not half, but, help out with the household bills. And I'm thinking to myself, what world did we live in now? Where did we go from here? Where these men don't want to be men? It blows my mind away. It just literally, now the younger generation is to the point where guys are doing things that with other guys, and they say they're not gay. And I'm thinking, dude, if you're straight, how are you expecting to find a woman? And I mean, I don't want to say the podcaster's name, but I watched it the other night. I'm thinking, wait a minute, that's just not even acceptable. Hey, if you're jumping in on Instagram Live, jump on the YouTube Live, Black Ice Reality Check. Okay. Again, we have a Zoom option in the description box. Go to the Zoom, ladies. If you have questions, you can jump on the Zoom. Definitely like to address these issues. We can talk about these issues and relationships, but the dynamics and the way things are changing right now, I think there's going to be a lot of single people down the road. We also are on YouTube Super Chat if you want to chat. Okay? Definitely jump on. Waiting for more questions if you got any, guys. I got other topics, but I want to save them until this one's addressed. Again, what are you doing to make men happy? Is that a hard question for you ladies? Is that a hard question? What are you doing to make men happy? And are you trying to do that to make men happy? Why is it a bad thing to make a guy happy? Anybody have any answers to that? Okay. I'm waiting for more questions. I'll give it a moment here. Make sure you're hitting the like button, guys. There you go. Okay. All right. We got more people joining. Make sure you go to YouTube. I got people on Instagram asking questions. Go to YouTube, Black Ice Reality Check. There you go. I'm going to put this right here. All right. If you got any questions, make sure you fire away. We are live on YouTube. Any other questions anybody has? Somebody said, calling yourself a boss diva, someone in charge, masculine energy. Correct. If you're a woman out there calling yourself, what does that mean? Boss diva. That's a great question. I'm a boss and that's a masculine statement, right? I'm a boss, I'm a diva. What are you proving to yourself? That you can pay your bills? Well, you should pay your bills. Like I said, you want a cookie. Nobody's impressed by that statement. That's a rebuttal statement to somebody that's been hurt or has to prove to men, that they're more masculine than men. And women, when you say that, when you do that, when you say, I'm a boss diva, that belittles you. That doesn't make you look good. That's not a flex. That's not a flex. Nobody cares. Maybe other women with the same mindset, the same attitude care. How can a man lead in a relationship? How does this help a healthy communication in a relationship when you're saying you're a boss diva? That doesn't do anything for a relationship. A man can't lead nobody can lead in that relationship. Because you're the one that says you want to wear the pants. You're the one that says you want to be the man. Then go find a woman and be in a relationship with her, because you're not going to get a guy if you come out with this, I got boss diva energy. Now, if you say you want to stay single, great. There's nothing wrong with that. But you can't be in a relationship with that mindset and that attitude. It doesn't work for men. All right? It doesn't help at all. Hey, guys, how's it going? I'm getting more people joining. Okay? I got a lot of questions coming out, so I'm waiting for these questions. Ladies, if you got questions, we got a Zoom in the description box if you want to jump in. Women have no problem telling men what they don't want. And if it just happened to say, yeah, exactly. Women have no problem telling men what they don't want, right? But if I just happen to say what men want, they have a problem with that. If I say men don't want overweight women, you have a problem with that. See, why is it a problem? Why is it not a problem when you say you have no problem saying what you don't want? Why is it women can say they don't want what they don't want in a relationship in a man? I don't want a man that's 5'5". Okay. I don't want a guy that makes $60K a year. Okay. I don't want a guy that's overweight. Okay. Why is that okay for women to say that? But if a guy says I don't want an overweight woman, the record scratches, the room stops. You're a chauvinist. You see what I mean? I think women have a privilege it's pretty girl privilege, but women in general nowadays have this unforsaken privilege that's been donated to them since they were 18 years old and expecting to get everything they want. And they say what they want and don't want. But if a guy says he doesn't want a woman that doesn't have big boobs or is overweight, it's a bad thing. Why is that a bad thing? Don't we have option as men? We certainly do. Thanks, guys. Get more likes on here. Go to the YouTube. Yep, I'm on YouTube live. Black Ice Reality Check. Right. Women, you have the ability to inspire men. Ladies, you have the ability to inspire men. This is your function in a relationship. You have the ability to inspire men. Do you realize that you can wake up in the morning, tell your man he's Superman, and he might try to jump off a building and fly? I'm not being literal, but almost. You can uplift that man. Women, you have so much power in the relationship. You have so much power in a relationship, women. So much power in the relationship that you can either destroy the man or you can build the man. And if you want a successful relationship, fill the gaps where he needs to be built. Women just refuse to understand, and then they let the fuckboys have them. Good comment, Fasto412. Thank you. He put that out there. That's a fact. That's a fact. And I say this, it's funny because you'll see these women chase these model-looking dudes, knowing damn well these guys are going to be messing around on them, but the average guy they don't want. They don't want the average guy. They say they want a nice guy. And I'm seeing it. It's funny. I was just talking to somebody the other day, a podcaster. She came up to me and said, "Oh yeah, my guy friend, we're in a relation, we're dating now." And I looked at her, I go, "See, we just had several podcasts where you were on where you said that your friends don't want to date you. Now you're dating one of your guy friends." Ladies, ask yourself this. Do you have a guy friend? Do you have a guy friend that's a good man? And does that guy friend think that you are marriage material? Ladies, if you go out right now and ask your guy, if you go out right now and ask your guy friend if you're a marriage material, and he says yes, why aren't you with him? Why aren't you with him in a relationship? I'll tell you why. Because he's too nice. Oh, no, he's not my type. What's your type? A bad boy? Is your type drama? Is your type a F-boy? A guy that's sleeping around behind your back? Oh, you said you wanted a nice guy, but your guy friend is the nice guy. Your guy friend is the nice guy, but you don't want the nice guy. Oh, he's not my type. He's just my guy friend. So now I'm confused. You said you wanted the nice guy, but you got 2 or 3 guy friends that are nice guys. They're always there for you when you need them. They're always there for your emotional support. They're always there at 2 a.m. to answer your phone call. They're always there to pick you up from the bar when you're drunk. They're always there for you to come over and eat pizza and watch Netflix with no sex. They are filling the role of the guy you want, but yet they're not the guy you choose. Ladies, what's going on? I'll tell you why. You want the guy that all the other women want. And here's the problem. If you're listening out there, if you're listening, go to YouTube, Black Ice Reality Check, go to live, watch me on there and start clicking the like buttons. Guys, if you're on Instagram, go on there. I'm going to tell you why. You don't have that guy, ladies, because you're not willing to make the sacrifices needed to get the guy. then your default is I don't need a man. So you go back to your guy friend that's going to listen to your bullshit. He's going to listen to your bullshit and he's going to agree with you. He's a yes man. And you're going to say guys are garbage. And he's going to sit there and take it like a beta boy. How am I doing? How am I doing? I'm doing good. You know why I'm doing good? Because every man at some point coming up the ranks, before we put our tenure in, we were betas. We had to go to beta school. We had to figure it out. There was no book. Rollo Tomasi's book wasn't out when I was coming up. Rollo did not have the book out yet. We had to figure it out. We didn't have anybody. We had Dr. Ruth, which was, don't even ask. Don't even ask. You can Google it. Right? Guys, jump on the YouTube. Black Ice Reality Check. Come on, let's go. You're on my Instagram. That's great, but let's go. Derek Owens in the house. Okay. All right. Thank you. I'm liking some of this stuff here. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to get this over. The problem is, somebody said, the problem is I was so nice to the girl and kept texting her without reply. And I was so nice, but then I kicked her off the pedestal and she got mad because I toasted her. Now she hates me. That's it. Don't be, thank you. Thank you. Alex Crawford, thank you. 2485, Alex. I'm going to talk about this. Good point, Alex. Ready? You ready? In the dating market, here's the do's and don'ts. Guys, don't keep texting. Don't keep texting. Don't keep texting. You're too busy. Be unavailable. Don't play a game. Be busy. Don't change your routine for a woman. I got a lot of comments on this one. She's not your girlfriend. Not yet. Dating is not a relationship. Dating is not a relationship. Dating is not, I'll say it again, dating is not a relationship. Dating is an interview process. You are not in a relationship unless you live together. Period, exclamation point, end of sentence. If you don't agree with me, too bad. You are not in a serious relationship, committed relationship unless you live together. If you're dating and you're not living together, everybody that's watching this on multiple platforms, guess what? You're still on the market and available. You're still a free agent. Now, I understand that you guys, there might be a situation where you're ready to move to different locations and you got to let the lease end or sell the home or whatever. But the majority of you that are, I'm dating, it's been 6 months, it's been a year, and we don't live together. You guys are lying to each other. Come on. You got FTC, failure to commit syndrome. The other FTC. The YouTube is Black Ice Reality Check. Go to Black Ice Reality Check. It's behind me, Black Ice Reality Check. People are asking on Instagram, right? All right, I'm playing with two platforms here. People that are on, hit the like buttons, guys. Let's get the like buttons up. Hit the super chat. You guys can be in the super chat. Ask questions. Jump on the Zoom. The Zoom is in the description box on the YouTube Live. It should be in there. Log in, jump in. All right, I got more. Or they have big boobs, right? All right. So right now in the dating market, here's what we're running into, guys. Watch this. Watch this. This is what you're going to hear. This is how bad it is. I'm going to shift gears. Okay. I'm going to jump over to something here. Women, you have a time limit. You have a time limit. Every hour counts. I think I talked about this on the last. You are on time. Guys do not have a time limit. Our expiration is 50, 55. Women, you have an expiration date. Your value decreases with time. Don't take it personal. You have got to, I'm telling you right now, if you're out tearing up the dance floor, drinking, I'm telling you, man, I see it, man. These girls are out partying. I'm looking at them. I'm going, dude, you have no idea. And when that wall hits you, ladies, it's going to hit hard and it's going to hurt and you're going to be bitter and you're going to hate Kevin Samuels. You're going to hate Andrew Tate. You're going to hate Rollo Tomassi. You're going to hate Michael Sartain. You're going to hate Black Ice. You're going to hate Glenn Lawrence. I know I'm missing some folks. You're going to hate the real Troy. You're going to hate Pearl. You're going to hate Fresh and Fit. You're going to hate us. You're going to say the same thing that everybody, no, we told you. Look, I put a story out. When I was 25 years old, I'm telling you, I see him now. If I would have bet $1 million, if there was a spread or there was an opportunity to bet in Vegas on the girls that would be in relationships and ones that wouldn't, that would be miserable, I'd be as rich as Elon Musk. I'd be the richest man in Babylon. Literally. Because I picked him out. I picked him out. I said, my God, I feel bad for the guy that's going to end up with her. And it was the prettiest girl in school. It was a cheerleader. It was the Who's Who club. And now I look at him and I'm like, whoa, you're alone. What happened? And it was the career. Look, I've been around a minute, guys. I've got experience. I'm not making this up. I'm not pulling this out of my ass. I've lived it. I have lived it. I see it. I'm part of it. I've been through the career, corporate America. That's where I lived. I see it. Keep the questions going, guys. Jump on the super chat. Black Ice Reality Check on YouTube. The clock is ticking. So the highest honor to give a man as a woman is a child. Remember that. That's the highest honor to give a man. The highest honor to give a man is a child. That's what men want. If they want to have children, they marry you. They don't marry you just to not have children. Most men want to have kids. So when a woman with a child, somebody brought this up, talk about women with children, why men have a hard time. Because you gave the highest honor to the man you were with, the child. Now I got to come in and fill this void. I got to invest my time into this single mom with this child that's not my child. If this relationship goes bad, I have no rights for this child. Ladies, if you're listening, do you understand this? I'm not saying if you have a child and you're a single mom, you can't find a man. That's not what I'm saying. You just have to understand that you narrowed the window of opportunity. It's possible the probability smaller for the guy, the high valued guy. Because he knows that if something goes wrong, if you have a 4-year-old son or daughter, okay? If you have a 4-year-old son or daughter, watch this. And I meet this hot, attractive woman, and she says, hey, I really like you. I think we should date. I'm putting the brakes on. She could be nice as an apple pie. She could fill the frame. She could be feminine, fit, attractive, submissive. Everything should be perfect about her. But if she was that woman, why is she now not with the husband or the father of that child? Oh, wait. I know. He was abusive. He was toxic. Oh, he was alcohol and he was physically abusive. Okay. I hear this all the time. Okay. Not saying that hasn't happened. Okay. But hear me out. She fills the void. You listening? She fills the void. Fit, feminine, attractive, submissive, empathetic, cooks, cleans. She's a 10 and she has a 4-year-old son. I am putting the brakes on. Let me tell you why. Number one, I got to deal with baby daddy. We don't know what's up with baby daddy. Is he crazy? Is he not crazy? Okay. Number two, that child is going to come before me. 95% of the time, if you're watching this, ladies, hear me out. Guys, listen very closely. If you're dating a woman with a child, or ladies, if you have a child and you're going to date, ask yourself this question. If you find the right man, and you end up being married or living together, because that's basically a modern marriage, if you will, without the ring, or maybe the ring without the paperwork. Are you going to put that child before that man? Are you going to put that child before that man? Now, if you, and here's watch what a woman says. Watch what she says, guys. She's going to do this. Pff, of course. Boom. Red flags, alarms going off. Call 911. Why? Because that guy's never going to be a priority. He's never going to be the true king of the house. He's never going to be able to lead. He's never going to be the leader of the domain. He's always going to be emasculated. Who's going to discipline that kid? Because you're going to have to deal with the other father. And if their divorce comes, if something happens, and that child's 16, 15 years old, 10 years later, 11 years later, he has no parental rights to see that child. He invested his blood, sweat, tears, love, and time and money into this child, and now it's gone because the mom had a bad hair day. What happens? He can't see that child. He has no visitation. None at all. In fact, she might even say, I don't want you to see the kid at all, and cut him off. No custody. You see what I'm talking about? So women, you got to understand something. You have two options. Figure it out with the guy that you had kids with, and if that's just not an option, then you really have to bend the knee and be more marriage material, more submissive, because you are now competing with women without children. That might be better looking. That might be more submissive. And so when you get all these women out here that get pissed off about guys that don't want to date women with children, these are the reasons why, and they're valid reasons. These are valid arguments. These are very substantial facts and data, valid arguments as to why men don't want to date women with children. Is it possible? Yes. But now, what type of man? Because the high value guys are generally going to say no. I mean, it's very rare that he's going to take a gal with kids prior to him, right? Are you with me? Does that make sense? Hope that makes sense, right? So the other issue, if you this came up a lot. For guys, it takes tenure. It takes 10 plus years to be a high value guy. You can't be a high value guy. Somebody else asked me that just now. They said, well, what's it take to be a high value guy? And it's like, well, first of all, if you're in your 30s, you're probably not there. You don't have the experience. You don't have the tenure. You don't have the wisdom. Wisdom comes with time and experience, right? And so you can't get that overnight. And you also don't have the net worth built up to have that high value net worth to be a high value guy, right? And again, it's the guys that are getting women after them that desire them, right? And they shouldn't have a problem finding those guys, right? So women, to keep a guy, somebody asked me this. Ladies, are you listening? How do you keep a man? How do you keep a man? The value you got to get that guy, you just have to retain it. I'm going to say it again. Whatever value you had when you met that guy, you have to just retain it. Now, obviously, your looks as you get older fade, but you can still be a hot mom, all right, and all that stuff. But you have to retain that value. Don't get fat, right? Don't run up your body count if you want to keep your body count low, right? Don't do drastic stuff to your looks when you get older, right? I see a lot of women do this. Why is it when women get older, their eyebrows get thinner? Have you ever noticed that? Is it just me? People, are you watching? Are you with me? Why do women's eyebrows get thinner the older they get? Where does the hair go? Do they get pluck happy? Do they just start plucking their eyebrows off? Why do they do that? Don't do that. Don't do drastic. Look, ladies, whatever you did to attract that man, don't change your looks drastically. Don't drastically change your looks. Okay? To a point where you're not even recognizable anymore. Stay in the gym. Don't get comfortable. Okay? Make sure you're doing everything you can to keep that relationship going. Okay? So men will benefit from it and you'll benefit from it. Okay? Now, the other thing that's happened, and this is, I'm answering questions tonight. Guys, you can jump on the Zoom if you want. We have a Zoom link on the YouTube Black Ice Reality Check if you want to jump on. I'm taking Zoom calls, if you will. If you're on Instagram, go to Black Ice Reality Check behind me on YouTube. Get on the super chat. Okay, this is a big problem. I see a lot of, I don't want to say red pill people, but I see a lot of people in our space talk about this. Guys, do not chase women. Do not chase women. What does that mean? I'm not saying don't pursue. I'm saying don't chase. There's a difference. If you see an opportunity, throw the spear. Take your shot. There's nothing wrong with taking the shot. Maybe you get the rebound, you take another one. But if you keep shooting, you're now losing value, right? Now she's less attracted. Remember, it's what they want and they can't have is what attracts them. I'm going to say it again. It's what a woman wants that she can't have attracts her. I'm going to say it again. It's what a woman wants that she can't have attracts her. If she can have you and you're too accessible and it's too easy, you now go to the friend zone. You now go to the friend zone. You go on a date, she does most of the talking. You don't talk. The more you talk, the more less interesting you become. Now you sound like a woman. Sorry if that's offensive, women. I see guys do it. Like if she should be talking 75% of the time. You're 25%. You're the mysterious guy with the dark hair. You're the mysterious man. You're the James Bond, Daniel Craig. That's who you want to be. She's trying to figure you out. If you tell her everything on the first date, you lost. So if you see the woman that you're attracted to and you go after her and you like start messaging her, you give her a couple opportunities. Man, I'm telling you, you get 2 text messages. That's it. You're fired. I'm not chasing nobody. There's no reason for it. There's no reason. A woman will get a hold of you if she wants to talk to you. Fair? A woman will get a hold of you if she wants to talk to you. Guys, go on the super chat on YouTube. Girls say Andrew Tate is toxic. No, he's not. He's actually saving the male races and population. Agreed. Because men have forgotten what it means to be masculine and women and women just want men to fall in their frame. Correct. Correct. Good statement, guys. Ready for this? This is how I approach dating. If you're listening to this, if you're a guy listening to this, make sure you hear this clearly. Just like when you're interviewing for a job. I've been a technical recruiter for 28 years. And that's my title. I'm more than that. I run consulting firms. I help build out employment brands for companies and tech spaces, whatever. This is what I want you to hear. Guys, even in the tech space, if you're too available and too eager, the employer loses interest in the interview. The employer always wants the person. Here's the question. Ready? Listen. Do you have any other offers? I'm exploring other opportunities right now with 4 other companies. I should have some offers coming down the pipe. Oh, what just happened? What just happened? We better get him. I'm always not available. I always have opportunities. In the dating world, men, no, you're too available. Stop chasing. Watch this. What is she going to bring as value to you? Listen, women date up. They always date up. 99.9% of the times women date up. Guys, remember, It's your game. You're in control. It's your game. You're not playing her game. She's coming to your football field. It's your house. You run the show. You got to adjust your shit, man. This is my house. She's coming to me. I got to make sure she's qualified to date me. That's the mindset you got to have. Because you're going to get ran over. Man, ladies, you'll testify to this. Ladies, you got so many opportunities right now. Ladies, you got IG. You got Bumble. You've got Snap. You've got Facebook. You've got the gym. You've got DMs. And you got messages and your phone's buzzing and Kick and Twick and this and that. You got so many dudes coming after you. Don't cross my path, man. When I was single, don't cross my path. This is my house. This is my game. Why should I even spend my time dating you? You know what I used to tell women? I'm dating 2 girls at the same time. Oh, you're a player. No, they both know about each other. They're like, what? Oh, yeah, they know. What do you mean they know? I told them I got 2 girlfriends. It's amazing what happens because the women I told that to would always want to date me because I didn't give 2 rats ass about them and they had to come to me. And I was dating multiple women. I wasn't in relationships, but I'd say I got 2 girlfriends. Because first of all, I'm better than her. I make more money than her. I'm stronger than her. I have more social experience than her. I have more worldly experience than her. I have better investments than her. I have more wealth than her. I'm more fit than she was. I have more resources than she does. Why am I chasing her? She better have a resume, a portfolio, an application filled out, a credit form. No, I'm joking, but I'm not. You with me? You guys got to flip the script. Remember, you got it backwards. You got it backwards. I'm going to read some of these questions. I have a question. I've been married 12 years, been together 15 years. We started dating when I was 15 years old. What can I do to keep my husband interested and happy? Okay, I won't say the lady's name. It's on there, but this is a good question. I'll say this, okay? Are you listening? This is going to be good. I'm not laughing at you, ma'am, that wrote the question. Besides the obvious looking for honest male insight, sometimes I worry he's getting bored with me. Okay, this is it. I'm gonna get in real close here. You guys ready for this? Ready for this? Ready for this? All very few of you listening. Ready? The question she has. She's been married 12 years, been together 15 years, started dating when they were 15 years old. What can I do to keep my husband interested and happy? You do whatever he wants you to do sexually. Now, here's the problem. You guys listening? This is going to kill you because, guys, you're going to laugh. You're going to laugh. You ready? Most men are afraid to tell their wife or girlfriend what they are sexually into because they're afraid of being judged. Because did you hear me? How am I doing? Guys, you know what I'm talking about. I'm talking downright dirty, sexy, raunchy stuff you're into. You don't want to tell your wife or girlfriend. So ladies, you have to figure it out. And let me tell you why. Ladies, the lady that asked this, you say you'd be okay with it. Possibly. But when we tell you, we've seen the results. Now, depending on what you're into, guys. This is why, guys, you ready, ladies? Men generally inherently biologically cheat because of variety, but they also cheat because the person they're cheating with isn't going to judge them because they don't give 2 rats ass about that woman. They'll do whatever they do. That's why the mistresses are so effective. Because the mistress, he can do the dirty stuff he can't do with his wife because he's in fear his wife is going to judge him. And I don't want to get into details. Whatever, guys are into weird shit. I'm a man. And the older we get, the more weird shit we want to do because we're desensitized to the basic bitch shit. not the wife, the girlfriend, the basic sex stuff. We're bored. Dude, I've been doing this since I was 15 and a half. I'm 53 going on 54. Dude, can you do a backflip off the chandelier? I'm joking, but I'm not. Men love variety. That's why men cheat. I'm not saying to this lady, bring in another woman. I'm just saying you might have to try some crazy different sexual things with your husband that you don't know if he's going to like or not. And maybe, okay, hear me out, guys. I'm not a sex therapist here. I'm telling you from a man's perspective. I'm telling you what guys think. This is getting juicy. Does he drink? Maybe get him a little drunk and then do some weird shit that you think he might like. Maybe he doesn't like it. Maybe he takes an edible. Maybe he smokes. Maybe you guys smoke weed. Get him a little relaxed, but do something that you think he might like. And don't be conservative with that shit. Don't do basic bitch shit. Oh, I'm gonna do reverse cowgirl. Dude, okay. You're not hearing me. You're not hearing me. Guys, depending on how old they are, I don't know how old they are, 12 years, 15 years they've been together, been married 12. Okay, so what are we talking? Been dating since 15, so 27, 30, they're 28 to 30 years old, okay? You got to try some crazy shit. You got to get downright crazy. Watch a video. I'm not telling you to watch porn. I'm just saying figure it out. Because he's not going to tell you because you're his wife. He's afraid you'll judge him. And women do judge. Women do judge. Somebody asked when the full interview with Adam Sosnick is dropping. The full video is kind of messed up, so I'm only putting shorts out. Sorry. That's all I can do on that one. My girlfriends give terrible advice. Finally, some actionable advice I can use. I'm 31. He's 36. Yeah, he's 36. Man, he's 36. Man, I'm telling you, dude, I'm 53, 54. It gets weird. Everything but midgets go. I'm joking, but I'm not, okay? I'm joking, but I'm not. I'm joking, but I'm not. Because look, how long are you going to do the normal thing? How long are you going to do the same thing over and over and over and over? Right? Try it, man. I don't know, man. Toys, I don't know. Whatever you guys try something different. Take a risk. Now, again, I don't know if he drinks. I don't know if he, smokes, but I don't know. Have a loose night, do some, put some thigh highs on, put on lingerie, dance for him, role play. I don't know, try costumes, watch a porn at the same time while you're having sex with him. Imagine, and maybe you bring in another woman. I don't know, whatever your thing is. But he can remember, don't go too fast, ma'am. Don't go too fast because he might freak out. He might feel like he's being set up. Because I'm telling you, look, this is the truth. This is a fact. I know somebody said facts. K. McKnight, facts, right? If you like, what? Okay, I don't know. Okay. If you have any man right now that's been in a relationship, if he had $1,000 and you gave him a hall pass, say, go get an escort, he would do things to that escort that he's never done with you. You know why? Because she won't judge him. He's paying her to leave. I'm not condoning escorting. I'm not telling you to go have your man go with a prostitute or escort or lady of the evening or a dancer or whatever. I'm just telling you, he will do the things that he wants to do with you, but he's afraid. Yes, men can be afraid. Men can be afraid. And I've seen relationships break up where the guy said, okay, I'm into this. She couldn't be with him anymore. And then she went public with it and took it public. And we're afraid of that. Oh, I broke up with him because he's into midgets or little people. Sorry. I'm joking, but I'm not, right? Or he's into sex toys or this or that or penetration or whatever. I'm just keeping it real. I don't know. Every guy, first of all, number one, ladies, every guy has a turn on. Number two, every guy has a fetish. Number three, every guy has a weird, kinky fetish turn on. There's three things. You might only know 1.5 of those. And every single man is into threesomes. I'm not telling you to do that. Every single man is into threesomes. That is our desire. We're like Captain Caveman. We want it. Every guy wants a threesome. Who's going to say no to that? Oh, I'm not into that. Bullshit. Stop lying. And if you ask your man, he's not going to tell you the truth. Until you get to the level where I've been, I don't give a shit what you think. I'm going to be, oh yeah, who's going to say no? Who's going to say no? But he's not going to tell you that. And I'm not saying you need to do that. I'm just telling you that's a foursome. He wouldn't say no to 2 women or 3 other women. Okay, but let's scale it back to just you and him. You got to figure that out. You, me, your best friend tonight. Somebody said that. Exactly. You, me, your best friend tonight. But then, you know, that's oh, somebody said you're telling all our secrets. He's laughing out loud. Right? You see what I'm saying? You're telling all the secrets. All right? I'm going to go with a couple more questions and I'm going to end this live. But remember, you can do super chats. Jump on YouTube, Black Ice Reality Check. That was a good question. I hope it works out for you, ma'am. I'd go for it, man. But like I said, if you rush too fast, he's gonna freak out. Like, what's wrong with you? Like, what are you doing? You might catch him off guard. You got to ease into this shit. Ease into it. Because if you go right for this 55-yard field goal, he's gonna freak out, and he'll say he doesn't want it because he's like, what? You know, you got to kind of like get them sauced up and, you know, a couple drinks maybe. I don't drink. I don't smoke, but I don't need to because she knows. I'll just tell her, right? She knows what I like. Remember, love is a choice, not a feeling. You can choose to be in love when you're older, but feelings change. I'm going to say it again. Love is a choice, not a feeling. You can choose to be in love when you're older, but feelings change. If you say, I fell in love with this person and I got divorced because I fell out of love with them, choose to love them. It's for better or for worse. Let's be real. Let's be 100. Thank you, Paige, for the super chat. Put that up there. Thank you. I love it. Thank you. I mean, that's how it helps support the channel. Thank you, Paige. You're a rock star. I appreciate it. I hope that helps, man. You know, go for it, sister. Man, have some fun. And anytime you have any other questions, you can send me an email, BlackIceRealityCheck@gmail.com. Love to help you. I love to help relationships, right? So I'm gonna end this with this topic. It's for better or for worse, in sickness and health, and until death do you part. Those are your vows. Those are your vows. Put that super chat on the screen if you can't, Trey. Those are your vows. Nowhere in there does it say, I fell out of love and I wanted a divorce. Nowhere in there does it say I fell out of love and I wanted a divorce. Right? Are you with me? So you have to choose to love somebody. Guys, you got to look at the values here. Have fun. Be attracted to them. Know they're a good person. They have a good soul. They got a good heart. Sure, nobody's perfect. I'm not perfect. Can you believe that? Black Ice isn't perfect. Nobody's perfect. But you saw something in them that inspired you to be with them. So when I hear women say, and I say women because it's always women, 80% of the time, they file for divorce. I fell out of love. How the frick did you fall? It's a choice. You choose to love somebody. You got to remember who has your back. You got to remember who has your back. Who has your back in a relationship? See, my girl, she has my back. Now, there's times where it's like, dude, I need to get on a plane and go to Colombia. But I got to remember who has my back. I choose to love her. I choose to be in a relationship with her. You got to remember through thick and thin, the person who'll take a bullet for you is the person that you married or you are in a relationship with. That's a person you make it work with. I'm going to keep it 100. Now, if you're dating a bunch of people, great. If you're dating a bunch of people, great. That's fine. That's fine. You can do that. I'm going to go back here on live. If you're dating a bunch of people, that's fine. But you need to understand who had your back from the beginning. That's the point I was trying to make. Right? So let's go through the last part here. I'm jumping back on because people I got disconnected on one of the chats here. So in the last part here, I'm going to end with this. You ready? Instagram people, if you're jumping back on, I'm on BlackIceRealityCheck live on YouTube right now. Modern women currently have a tendency to overinflate their sense of self-worth. This is the number one problem. The disparity in the haves and have-nots and the values of being in a relationship and not being in a relationship. Modern women have a tendency right now to overinflate their sense of self-worth. Here's why. This is happening because of social media and attention. They are confusing attention and desire with the end goal and end result of a relationship. There's many men that will always give you attention. However, ladies, that does not mean they want to put a ring on your finger. I hear it all the time. Oh, well, this guy, when I went to date, he proposed to me. He didn't propose to you. He told you a lie to get in your pants. He told you a lie. See, you have got to understand something. If you don't have a lockdown man, a live-in boyfriend or husband or fiance, all those other men don't mean shit. Those are just numbers. Those are figments of your imaginations and delusions of desire. You have now overinflated your sense of self-worth because you think that all these men that want you, that really don't want you, you now have your value at level 10 and it should be at a 2.5. It should be at a 3, the old interest rate for homes. What do you mean? Well, I'll give you an example. How many of those men, and this is what kills me. Oh, I wouldn't date any of these guys on Instagram. Okay, so let's talk about that. And I'm going to close with this. We won't date any of these guys on Instagram. Oh, I won't date any guys from my Facebook page. Okay. Oh, I won't date any guys from the gym. Okay. Oh, men come up to me in public. I won't talk to them. Okay. I don't like dating apps. Okay. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? You entitled, selfless individual that you think, look, first of all, why are you even on Instagram? Turn your DMs off. Don't take messages if you don't. Why are you even taking messages? Because you're entertaining the attention. We all know what you're doing. See, you have overinflated your value as to think that you're somebody and you're a nobody. I can line up 10 women in this room right now and a table. And probably 9 out of 10 of them are highly delusional and have way overinflated their value because of the attention they get on social media. It's rampant. It's disturbing. It's scary. And I'm like, woman, your clock's ticking. You ain't got much time to be delusional And then I don't need a man. Okay, here we go again. So I will end with this. The messages for the day. And I didn't get anybody ask this question. I have a Zoom that was open for questions. Didn't have any women come in today to ask it. But it's what are modern women doing today to make men happy? So those are questions you got to ask yourself. I'm going to be on every Wednesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern on YouTube. And it's got a Zoom option in the description. Feel free. I might be doing 2 days a week. I don't know, depending on how this goes. But I had highly requested that I do live YouTube streaming events on dating and relationships. If you have questions, you can shoot me an email. Everything's in the description box. My YouTube, my Twitter account, my Rumble account. My email is in there. You go to my supplement store. We will have new supplements coming out. We're going to have a pre-workout, 2 flavors. We're going to have a creatine monohydrate. We're going to have 2 post-workout recovery flavors. We're going to have a test booster, a fat burner, and we have a nootropics product out now. So there's going to be 6 supplements, 6 different products that are going to be in our store. It's at shopblackicestore.com. All right. Make sure you like this video. Make sure you share this video. Right? Make sure you subscribe to this channel if you're watching. And I will be back. And remember, this is the only channel right now in the Red Pill where the truth will set you free. And remember, every Wednesday, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, live super chats and Zoom for women that have relationship questions and men as well on Black Ice Reality Check. Stay strong. See you soon.